A Plaguelands Media production.
Hey everyone, this is Hugh from Plaguelands Media bringing you another board game playthrough. Today I will be playing Black Orchestra. Well, come on, focus. Come on, focus. You can do it. There we go. Now, Black Orchestra is an absolutely brutal but fantastic game, the goal of which is to actually assassinate Adolf Hitler. Now, I'll be using two characters today. I usually play with three, but I want this to be a faster game. Our first character is Dietrich Bonhoeffer. I apologize if I get the name wrong. Have a little bit of story text there. The characters in this game are all actual people that participated in the plot to kill Hitler. Our motivation starts at timid, and our suspicion starts at medium. The characters are going to be off screen just because there's not really enough room. Oh, and when he becomes motivated, his special ability, he can raise the motivation of all other conspirators in his space by 1 as an action. Okay, our second character, he starts at the train station in Berlin. Our second character is General Ludwig Beck. Again, timid motivation, medium, and basically when he becomes motivated, he's unaffected by Hitler and the deputy penalties, and he can add an extra die to any plot attempt in his space. And his card will be down here. Now, how do we play Black Orchestra? Very, very simple. Each round we get 3 actions. First of all, we check to see if Hitler and the deputies are on our space. We get penalized for that. Then we can take up to 3 actions. We can take an action, collect an item, conspire, deliver an item, use our dossier, move, release, reveal item, and transfer. One moment. My cats are fighting. Guys, come on. Daddy's filming a video. Don't be naughty. Sorry about that. And then we draw an event card. We have our 7 decks here. I've taken 2 cards out of each one. We have our interrogation deck and our conspirator deck. You will see how that works as we go. We are playing on standard difficulty, so the lowest Hitler's military support will get is 3. Okay, we are going to start with Dietrich Bonhoeffer. The first thing Dietrich is going to do is a bit risky, but he's going to do a conspire action. So you have 3 actions. You can spend as many actions as you want to roll a dice. I'm actually going to use all 3. Oh, that is a terrible, terrible start. So the target goes on the descent track, but because we have 2 of this symbol, both our characters' suspicion now goes up to extreme. And okay, that was our 3 actions. We now draw our event deck. Okay, visit from Goebbels. Goebbels, move Goebbels to the space with the nearest conspirators, which is the train station. If there is only one conspirator on this space, the conspirator may raise a suspicion to high to raise a motivation. Well, there is not. And we put that there. Okay. Beck. First thing Beck is going to do is we have to check. Cancel ability. Well, we don't have an ability at the moment, so that doesn't matter. So because Goebbels is on our space, his ability doesn't work. I'm going to draw a card from the conspirator deck. And I get a plot. You are in the same space as Hitler. Hitler is not in a fortified space. Civilian explosive keys. Well, Ludwig is a Wehrmacht. Okay, so explosive keys. Hidden bomb. Alright, so I'll put that down. So that's his first action. His second action is going to be to move. Now, all the spaces in Berlin are connected, but to move here, you've got to follow the path. And you can't go into a space because we're in the first stage. We can only go into stage 1 and then 2 and so on. But I'm moving to the Sieghaus. Again, I apologize if I get it wrong. And for his third action, he's going to reveal a badge. There is a badge there. Okay. We draw our next card. All conspirators raise their motivation by 1. So we go from timid up to skeptical. Move Hitler and all deputies to their starting spaces. Well, most of them are in their starting spaces already. Okay, we are back to Dietrich. Dietrich is going to do a Conspire action with all 3 of his actions. 3, 4, 5. Dietrich now has 6 actions he can take. Because you add up 3, 2, 1, 6 actions. First action, draw a card. Distant contact. Discard this card, choose 1 item in any space and add it to your conspirator sheet. That's not bad. Okay, next I'm going to draw again from the conspirator deck. Discard this card to move to any legal space on the board. Airplane access. Third action, I'm going to move to the Chancellery. Fourth action, I'm going to reveal it's poison. Fifth action, draw a card from the dossier. Acts of sedition. Discard this card to lower Hitler's military support by 1. Discard this card. All conspirators in your space, including you, raise their motivation by 1. And I'm going to move back to the train station as my 6 actions. We draw a card. And it is our key event, the Munich Agreement. Raise Hitler's military support by 1. Goes up to 4. Remove the next 2 Stage 1 event cards from the game. Do not reveal these cards. Okay. 1, 2 are removed from the game. Okay, we now have Beck. Beck is going to do a Conspire action. 1 on the descent track. His suspicion can't go up anymore. But that's it. That's the end of his turn. He doesn't get any actions. His event. Parade in Berlin. Move Hitler, Goebbels, and Hess to Sieghaus. Hitler, Goebbels, and Hess all move to the Sieghaus. All Wehrmacht in Berlin, which is what Beck is, lower their suspicion by 1, so he goes from extreme to high. Well, this is the current event. Ignore 2 of those symbols on all plot attempts. Okay. Could have been better, could have been worse. Conspire action first. Okay, his suspicion can't go up, but he gets 5 actions. So, first action. No, we're going to save that card. First action, we are going to move 1. 2 to reveal. It's a badge. 3, 4, and I'll draw 1 from the deck, 5. Okay, that's good, convincing alibi. We can lower our suspicion by 1. Okay. Because we are playing 1 to 2 players, we can have up to 6 cards in our dossier. At the moment, Bonhoeffer has 4 and Beck has 1. Okay, the next event. Move. Excuse me, bud. Excuse me, mate. My dog is in the way. So we're moving Bormann to Hanover. Here's there. Goering is going to Tannenberg. and Himmler to Nuremberg. There we go. Deputies deployed. Okay, Beck. He is in a space with Hitler, which means he decreases his motivation by 1, so he goes back down to timid. He is in a space with Goebbels. You cannot use your special ability. And he's in a space with Hess. I have to discard this plot from my dossier. Well, that sucked, but fair enough. He's going to move to here for his first action. For his second action, he's going to reveal intel. And for his third action, he's going to draw a conspirator card. And he gets travel plans. Discard this card, move Hitler up to 3 spaces, or move a conspirator up to 3 spaces. Okay, slow start. Move Hitler and all deputies to Nuremberg for the party rally. So everyone is traveling to Nuremberg. Getting them out of the city, but it doesn't matter if we don't have the item or items to help us. Okay. It is now Dietrich's turn. Conspire, because this has worked so well for him in the past. 5 actions. I'm going to discard this card as an action to lower my suspicion by 1, putting me down to high. Second, I'm going to draw this card, add 2 dice to a plot you attempt. I need to find a plot. Third action, communique. Discard this card, reveal the next 2 events, and either remove one from the game and place the other face down, or place both face down on top of their deck in any order. Okay. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have poison there. Okay. Visit from Himmler. Move Himmler to the space with the nearest conspirator. Okay, because all these spaces are connected, I can choose. Let's go with Dietrich Bonhoeffer. If there is only one conspirator in your space, that conspirator may roll a die. On a roll of 1, 2, or 3, raise their motivation by that amount. I'm definitely doing that. And that's a nothing. A big fat zilchy 0. Okay. Okay, Beck. Beck is going to conspire. He raises his suspicion back up to extreme. We have 3 on the descent track. We are going to remove those dice, and we are going to raise Dietrich up to motivated. And he gets 3 actions. He's going to draw. Discard this. All conspirators in your space, raise their motivation by 1. Okay, 1. Let's draw again. History repeats. Shuffle all conspirator cards back into the deck and add the top card to your dossier. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to... no. Gee, I'll save it. I'll save that. So that was 1, 2. I'm going to draw again. 3. Discard this card to ignore 1 result from a plot attempt. Okay. Alright, and this is the last card in number 1. All conspirators raise their suspicions by 1. So we are back to extreme. Okay, the key event goes away. And now we are on to the second stage. There is 1 Gestapo raid card possibly in here. Both of my characters are at extreme suspicion. If I draw that card, we've lost the game. Okay, Himmler, suspicion gets raised by 1, but it's at extreme already. So let's see. I'm going to conspire. Can't raise my suspicion anymore. And I get 2 actions. I'm going to move to the train station. And then move to Hanover. There. Okay, stage 2. If this is a Gestapo card, we are in trouble. Conspirator nearest to Hitler, raise their suspicion to high, move Hitler to the Chancellery. Assassin Court. Okay, well, his suspicion is already up, but Hitler gets moved to the Chancellery. Okay. Beck. Conspire. Okay, 2 on the descent track. So take those off, and I'm going to raise Beck's motivation by 1. And then I'm going to use the inspiring speech to raise his motivation to motivated. So now we can use his special abilities, and we can use Beck's special ability as Bonhoeff's special ability as well. Please don't be a Gestapo raid. Key event: raise Hitler's military support by 2. The invasion of Poland. Hitler's military support goes up to 6. Why does this matter? When we do a plot, we have to roll a certain number of dice, and we have to get equal to or over the military might. So this is impossible at the moment. We want to lower it back down to 3 at some point. Okay, Dietrich, first action, draw a card. Discard this card, choose 9 from the discard pile to add to your conspirator sheet. I now have 6 cards in my dossier. I cannot get any more. I'm going to reveal this is a signature, and I'm going to use the action on acts of sedition to lower Hitler's military support by 1. Do I have anything that lowers my my suspicion? I don't. I can bring that back down there. Here we go. If the stage's key event is in play, which it is, ignore this and draw another card. Okay. And we get our Gestapo raid. Conspirators at extreme suspicion are arrested. Extreme suspicion. Extreme suspicion. If all conspirators are in prison, the conspirators lose the game. There you go. We didn't even find a plot. Where was the next plot? No, 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 no. Are you joking? Wow. I would have to go through 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards before I even found the next plot. But that is what happens sometimes. Black Orchestra, absolutely fantastic, but incredibly brutal game. There we have Dietrich arrested, Ludwig Beck arrested, and Hitler, well, ultimately didn't get assassinated. Black Orchestra, hope you enjoyed the game. Just a short playthrough because it is brutally difficult, and I did get very unlucky with that stupid Conspire Action at the very beginning. Usually I play with 3 characters as well, which makes a bit of a bigger difference there. Okay, everyone. Like, subscribe, comment, follow us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Amazon with the ebooks. And please, everyone, stay safe and have a fantastic rest of your day.